Welcome to the Missouri Freedom Initiative. Today is Monday. It's Memorial Day, by the way. It's the 30th of May, and the year is 2022. Hey, gang, just an update for everything that's kind of going on right now. First off, I want to apologize about our Saturday night live stream. YouTube was limiting the bandwidth for the upload on the stream. And Caleb, or Liberty Revolutionary, had reported that multiple people on YouTube were having problems that night, or even that day. So at any rate, that's what was going on, but it was terrible. On my end, I could see all the drop frames, so I was wondering if you guys could even see or hear anything. So that's what happened on Sunday night. Also, my account on Gilded was seemingly banned, and that's been corrected. So back on Gilded. And of course, the big news of the week, two pieces of big news, was of course the fact that we have been officially banned from Discord now, and also we went to the Prepared Homestead Expo. So I'll talk a little bit about these things, and then basically what we're doing going forward. And I want to remind everyone, if you haven't yet, please do get on our email list. And this is literally right from our website. Nothing could be simpler. Just go to our website, mofree.org. It'll be right down in the description section. Just scroll down at the front page, and then basically name, email. That's it. Because as we continue to get deplatformed, from certain platforms, we need a way to keep the information going and let people know where we will have live streams. And the live streams is a big part of what we do. This isn't the Pat Holland show. This is the Missouri Freedom Initiative. This is all of us. And I think of it that way. And in fact, any other way wouldn't work. It simply wouldn't work. So we'll keep us together, basically through the email in case, we get dropped from other platforms. I want to mention one other thing that I didn't talk about, which is on the day we were dropped from Discord, or we were, banned from Discord. I don't know if you want to say it that way. We were canceled from Discord. Also, I was shut out of my Twitter account. So that's more than a coincidence. Now, I got back on Twitter again, but and there was no explanation as to what had happened. But they literally said I was locked out of my account. I had to go through this rigmarole process to get back on. It only took about an hour. But at the same time, weirdly enough, it was literally within about 2 hours after the Discord had been, we'd been banned from Discord. For whatever reason, I don't know. And I don't want to sit here and speculate as to all the reasons why this is happening. I think we know what's happening. What we're doing in the initiative is incredibly effective. It's incredibly effective, and it's incredibly uniting. So if we're effective and we're uniting people, we represent a threat to the system. Now, who is the system? Guys, I have to say this. Once again, I'm not going to put on a tinfoil hat or anything, but Google, basically sets the rules. And we were shut out of Discord. And then at this, the same day, I was shut out of my Twitter account. So apparently, someone who has, ties to Google is not liking us a whole lot. So, whoever that is. I don't know. So we don't live in fear. We go on. That's what we do because we're effective and we're uniting people. We're making a difference. We're having a massive impact. Shutting down HJR 79 this year, helping to get SEPA done last year, and exposing fascists within the Republican Party in the state of Missouri, or the rhinos, as some people like to call them. That's what we do. We expose corruption. It's part of our mandate. It's part of what we do. And we discovered this while we were going through the SEPA process, in 2020, 2021, and we've seen it again this year in 2022. But we need to continue along these lines. Okay, gang, so basically, for about the next 3 weeks, I won't be as available as I have been. So we may not be doing any live streams for 3 weeks. Know that in the background, people are looking for platforms for us, and they will be tested as well. So there's lots and lots of options. Live streaming most likely will be going to Odyssey going forward. We'll probably, keep a YouTube presence, but they're shadow banning us so hard at YouTube, and I don't complain about it, and I don't make videos about it, but I actually see it in real time, especially on the view counts. They really nail us on the view counts. I mean, I can actually see them going down in the YouTube studio in real time, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that's their way of keeping us from going out of the recommended pools, recommended viewing pools. So that's the main reason they do it. But also, too, I imagine there's other reasons that they do it. But that's from my point of view. I think that's what their intention, specifically is. Okay. Talk about a little bit about going to Travis's expo, which was wonderful. It was great. It was on every level. I mean, I had a good time. My wife came with me. She had an excellent time too. We sold about half of the T-shirts that we had brought along. So I mean, that was a success. These are the T-shirts. Basically they're the same ones we had before with slight modifications. We have our website printed on the T-shirts now, and on the back we have a Second Amendment message. And so we do have T-shirts left over. If you would like to get a T-shirt, please email me. That's all you have to do. Just email me, and then we'll make arrangements for you to get a T-shirt or however many T-shirts you want. Currently, we're out of large, so there's no larges left. Those sold out at the expo. So this is extra large. We have small, medium, extra large, and extra, extra large. So that's what we have. And then the colors blue, black, and then charcoal gray. So other than that, I mean, to actually explain everything that happened, because it was really talking, a lot of talking. But I do want to say Susie Pollack actually came and spoke at the expo as well. She was there early on Friday morning, so it was before we had a lot of folks in there. But that was the only time she had available to her. So I thought that was very neat. And Susie's just a great person. I can't say enough good about her. But as I've explained before, our organization doesn't actually endorse candidates for office. We don't do that. That's not our purview. What we will do is we will help vet the people that are running. So that's the next thing I need to talk about, which is in our documents section in our website is actually the questionnaire for people running for representative and for Senate. I'm going to ask you guys a favor. Can you guys get on top of sending these out to everyone that's running for office? And I realize that's a lot to ask. Unfortunately, the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be tied up in a lot of stuff and in and out of town, traveling quite a bit. So, and this is family-related stuff. This isn't even work-related. So at any rate, we need to get these out. I mean, the primaries are right around the corner, gang. I'm on August 3rd. So we've got to get these questionnaires out and then get them back in. And then also, too, I am currently actively trying to get a hold of our web guy. I've not been able to get a hold of him for a while, and actually I'm a little concerned about that. But hopefully he's okay. But we definitely need to fix a few things on the website that I broke. And so that's not his fault. That's my fault. I'm not real good at this web stuff. I can do some stuff, but I can't do it well. And then remind you guys that we are also on Twitter. So we've been growing on Twitter, believe it or not, quite a bit lately. And so if you guys are on Twitter, don't forget we have a Twitter account. It's not our main contact place, but it is a place to get good information from time to time. And then, basically I'm, getting on there at least once a day, usually. There are some days or 2 days or 3 days I go without because I have to, because I'm too busy, because this is, an addiction. Twitter is actually quite addictive, so warning you guys in advance. Now, censorship, I've never seen censorship there. I'm not sure what happened with my account the day that Discord went down, but I think it's got to be linked. But they did let me back in. The only problem was I lost followers, and I lost people that I was following. I don't understand exactly what happened there. You would think that if they were trying to censor us, they would take away followers, but they actually took away both. So at any rate, I'm trying to recover from that. And at any rate, let's see, what else do we need to cover? We're looking into a wide variety of platforms. basically going forward for what we're going to do with this organization because we cannot be on censored platforms anymore. I don't have the time to deal with this. Discord was awesome. It was so easy to use. It was effective. It allowed us to do everything we needed to do for our live streams. And finding an equivalent is actually more difficult than you think, especially when it comes to one that allows for video and has a working phone app. So currently, right now, we're on Gilded. We may not stay there. But at any rate, that's where we're at for right now. And remember, you guys are always welcome to go on Gilded and post stuff and talk about anything you want to talk about. That's one of the cool things about having a group like that. So, at any rate, that's what we're doing going forward. And I don't even want to talk about the ones that are the runners up because actually we need, testing, and then, a really good look at who owns the platform before we go on it. But guys, some people would say, we're losing the battle, we're losing the war. I say not. If they're, we're just this little organization in the state of Missouri, and since there's no official sign up, I can only guess how many truly active people we have versus, people that just pay attention to us or follow us. But honest to God, we get hundreds and hundreds. In fact, in the case of 2020, thousands of phone calls and emails going into Jeff City. So I think we're pretty potent. And unfortunately, I think they've caught on to that now. I do realize that politicians are watching us on our platforms, Missouri politicians. And that's okay. Because we're not doing anything in the dark. Everything's got to be in the light. We do have a very serious rhino problem in Missouri, and that was very evident this year. Now, there were hints, lots of hints, strong hints of it in 2020 and 2021 getting SEPA done, but in 2022, we saw some real big issues come up with certain politicians, and we've talked about them quite openly before. And I know they're not happy with us. They probably won't fill out surveys and send them in, but that's okay, because their opponents will. So, so if we have no one to rate them against, then, obviously, then the only one that sends in the survey is probably the best choice to vote for. And, and we're joining forces with other organizations like we did to get this survey done. We're uniting people in the state of Missouri. Politicians don't, bad politicians don't like people uniting. They don't like that. They like to keep them divided. That's where politicians derive their power, is from the divisions. That's what empowers government and empowers politicians. When you unite, you actually depower the politicians and the government, just like we did with SEPA, just like we did with shutting down HJR 79 and other things we've done. So thank you to all of you for being active in Missouri politics. It's not the sexiest thing. Now, SEPA was sexy. I think we could all agree here. SEPA was a sexy project to work on. HJR 79 wasn't as sexy, but it was important. And we're talking about our freedoms here. And if we in Missouri don't stand up to the rhinos, the fascists in Jefferson City, they will take over. They will take over unabated. We have to literally put speed bumps up and then brick walls. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do now in the off season as we're in election season. And we do have politicians visiting us and joining us on our live streams. People should pay very close attention to what they say. By the way, any politician in the state of Missouri is welcome on our live streams. I don't care what color stripes you have. You're all welcome. Any of you can come in and talk to us. In fact, we encourage it. And so, but we have two in particular that come in on a regular basis. And I like both of those gentlemen an awful lot. And I appreciate their honesty. I appreciate their willingness to engage with the average Missourian that happens to be the people of, the Missouri, Freedom Initiative. We don't represent the upper class, the lower class, the middle class. We represent all classes. We're the average. We're the average Missourians. And we have a voice through this platform, through this organization. And the politicians are starting to listen. And some of them don't like us so much They may have something to do with shutting down the platforms we're on. We don't know. Okay, gang. That's it for now. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. Remember now, for the next 3 weeks or so, I'm going to be exceptionally busy. So there may not be a whole lot of stuff happening, and there may not even be any live streams. If there are, I will email and let you know. Okay, you guys all take care. May God bless each and every one of you. See you, gang.